Well, today is looking like a nice and warm day out there, but we do have an end to the party coming up. Just a brief end, and it's really not going to be all that bad either. A cold front moves through tonight and brings more mild temperatures back into the area for both Wednesday and Thursday, but warmer conditions will quickly move in behind it and last for what seems to be a good portion of next week. So let's take a look at it starting this evening. You can see that cold front off into northern Minnesota. It'll come through the area, likely to stay dry, but as you can see, there are a few indications maybe picking up a few light sprinkles as we go into the overnight period tonight. Otherwise, really not tracking a lot of precipitation with this front. We are tracking a brief cool down with it. More areas more to the north will feel it quicker because they'll have more access to that colder air for a little bit longer. You can really start to see it in our high temperature differences as we go into tomorrow afternoon as well. Ladysmith sitting in the low 60s, Eau Claire in the mid 60s, while folks further to the south still staying in the mid 70s out there. So a brief difference, but really it might feel a little bit cooler compared to our conditions today. We're still for the most part going to be pretty close to our normal high for this time of year though. Lows tonight looking fairly mild, really not seeing them be impacted too much by this cold front quite yet, but then we get to our highs tomorrow. Again, mainly folks north and near of I-94 really feeling that major cool down from today, and even then staying right near average with our average highs still sitting in the low 70s and upper 60s. Otherwise, everybody else still hanging on to at least the mid and upper 70s out there. So overall, another fairly nice day as we go into Wednesday. Thursday, that's when everyone will really feel the slight cool down that we have out there. Most of the area will be closer to our average highs. Many of us sitting in those low 70s and upper 60s. La Crosse looking at a high of 70 degrees with Eau Claire at 69. So again, this is actually right on par for what we should be feeling like, but we've had multiple days of above average temperatures, and we have multiple more days of above average temperatures coming right up. We're still looking at holding on to that dry streak though as we go even further in to at least the beginning of next week. We have that 10% chance going into tomorrow with that passage of that cold front that we saw, but really nothing too impressive with that. Maybe the possibility of a couple sprinkles coming through Friday night and into Saturday as well, and then a little bit of an indication that we could start to see an actual shower moving into the area once we get to the middle portion of next week, but it's going to take some time to get there, and with some warmer temperatures on the way, you're definitely going to want to be giving some extra water to all those nice spring flowers that I'm sure a lot of us have out there, because it's going to get dry and warm for what seems to be the near future. So let's take a look at our upper air pattern to really see these temperatures in action. Here's that cooler air behind that cold front moving in tonight. Really not that cool though, staying fairly mild as we saw. Tomorrow really only impacting the more northern area of our viewing area, and then really most of us will feel that slight cool down as we go into Thursday. Warm air really wants to nudge back in for Friday. However, we have that light and weak cold front moving through Saturday that is bringing that brief chance for some showers, and you can see that move through right here. Otherwise, look at all that hot air off to the west. This is going to be hot. Folks out there are going to be seeing their high temperatures in the 90s and potentially in the triple digits. We're not looking at that warm of temperatures, but we will get that nudge of warm air coming up, and there's really not looking to be a lot to move it out very quickly either. We're seeing that hot air really stay around the majority of the country all the way through most of next week, and you can really see that on our high temperatures coming into the weekend, already back into the upper 70s, even after that cool down through the middle portion of the week, and then even multiple days with highs back into the 80s. Perfect timing for Mother's Day too.
Yes.
So it's going to be really nice.
You are just delivering all the good news today.
Finally, I'm
all
finally
that
not the deliverer of bad news.
Yes,
yeah.
no complaints this week. Thank you, Nicole.